Give me a second. Audio. Mastering that. Voice 100. Music. Maybe 80. Yeah. This should be perfect now. There we go. Sorry. Dude. Okay, I'm gonna play one of the best DLCs ever. I just finished one of them called Heart of Stone. Oh my god. It was the best DLC. Okay, now I'm going for one of the new DLCs, which came out technically last year, but this one is epic. I'm gonna have to tell you this. Oh, this is the save where I've completed the whole game, the story. So, I don't have the best armor yet, you know, I'm still working towards it, because I just rushed the story on the other one. I still have the same save where I left off when I was streaming. This is... oh shit, I went wrong. Okay, sorry. This is the new DLC, it's a new map. I'm very excited. Just saying. Okay, guess we'll experience this together. Hopefully you're still here. Let's get this going.
Leave us be, we beg you.
Okay.
We've not got no need for your help.
Have no fear, good man. Our labors shall be done quickly. The prowlers to be banished for good.
Milton, look.
What's this?
Get out!
In the flesh.
Hail, Witcher! Let us go inside and greet you as befits an old friend.
And you, fear not. We shall put an end to the rule of outlaws, soon.
This new DLC is so epic. Ooh. Shakes just thinking about it right now. The old one I just finished right now.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac Peyrin and Palmerin de Lawnford. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
It's a completely new
forgive
map,
us, sir.
and it has some.
We
It's pretty
pledged to
epic.
place the village
Interesting.
under our protection. The village elder
Just
gave
watch,
us
trust
this
me.
hut
It's
as
very
our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
Just shaking.
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison had left this land stillness at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute.
Oh, just saying.
Milton and I
This
will
DLC is like
dissuade
10
them.
to 20
We are
hours
both
long.
sworn to fight injustice and oppression
But it's pretty
wherever
good.
they rear their heads. The matter
10
does
or
not
20
concern
story.
you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
Both want to fight injustice. Let me help you with the bandits.
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Palmerin wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least
Thank
will
you.
know we have done all within our means to
It's
evade
worth it to
bloodshed.
say. You're on the
Fine.
stream.
Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
You just wait, man. The story, it's gotta go boop up. It's just starting.
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Don't worry.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Lawnfall, call upon you to repent. Set your hearts.
Oh, trust me,
Do you not
it's
see that they are
very
blackened?
good.
Regular Punch and Judy here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other farts?
Noble Palmerin's giving you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says,
Or what?
or you'll find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the Duchess of Toussaint, and they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
There's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them. Folk will say we's afeard of wenches and jesters.
Ooh, insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed, we cannot let the affront go unpunished. I swear upon the Heron you will pay with your own blood!
By the crane, villains, ready your arms!
In this walkthrough, no. But the sword I got is so good. I just got it from the other DLC and completed. The thing, like when I keep fighting, it goes red, and then it takes my health, but it does like 1 hit kills almost. Like it starts taking away from health. But look at this gore, I'm just cutting people now. Just saying, this shit is gory as hell. He's hitless. He's armless. With our no, the Baron's dead. Don't worry, you're happy? And this walkthrough is dead.
For the glory of her grace, I shall make patty of you.
Why do they not emerge? It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
Ah, it is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes unthwarted. It is time to go home.
And we shall, my friend. Come, Geralt. It's time we delivered our message.
Okay, now it starts. So they put up a
So
notice,
fess up.
and I
What
took.
brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition,
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world.
Oh, this
Whereas
is a different
never have
save.
you been known to deny help to the innocent,
I've still
nor
got
leave
that save.
widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her Illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses, Bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different.
What's this?
To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you,
It's the drawings
promising
of it.
grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast.
Well, trust me,
The
man. You
feast
gotta watch a
goers
little
will
bit.
notice
Wait,
this.
wait.
They saw but an open window,
Trust me,
and
it's
heard
very
desperate
good.
cries
Read
from the
book
street
later.
below,
It's
where a
Saturday. Read it
corpse had just
tomorrow.
been found.
The second
This
killing
is better
similar.
than the book story.
A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there. No one saw, nor heard a thing.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect, but of this beast nothing is known, save that it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
An experienced tracker, this is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident. I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract. Excellent!
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you. Yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Ah, then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
The king of the Wild Hunt lay defeated. As to Ciri with her exceptional gift, her story was hardly done. The sorceresses helped the Witcher determine that Ciri and Avalach were somewhere on Unvik. Geralt and Yennefer set out to find them. Eredin's last words proved Avalach and Ciri had gone together, he as her mentor, to a portal that had opened within Torg of Alca, Falcon's Tower. Ciri entered the tower, prepared to use her powers to end a danger once and for all, to save all worlds from eradication in the grip of the White Frost.
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron!
monster!
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again. The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the Tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
Okay. Okay, so take it.
Brave kid, Guillaume.
Parmarin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kin.
Reader, investigate the learns more about these mutations. They master across which is unequal quality, good small, special bonuses for wearing all of us. You will not read these options. Nice. This is the land of
Can't get used to the way you knights talk. Especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
A knight's errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
Slower.
No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything. Hobnailed boots. Multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Got guests. Careful.
how's this?
For the glory of her grace, I shall make plenty of you!
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC.
Oh, yeah.
A noble's accessory, clearly. Need to comb the bank. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Junk that came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Look, a boat was launched here. Guardsmen must have loaded the body parts onto it, taken them somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
I really want that hairstyle.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
Stupid ass
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta. Well, will you stay long?
Lepiota shower you with words.
What? What's off? I'm working here.
Henrietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomerin's presence, however. Even such familiarity is offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crib. By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Pate?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac-Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac-Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac-Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nest. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable!
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one throw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have to find that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
They say anything else about the beast, besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster. Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Ha! Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Come on. Hey. You're a bloody piece of shit, aren't you? Look, I'll teach you how to climb. I taught you how to climb.
Come on, Roach.
This is how you climb.
See, you're the Duke of this, the Duke of that, you're the Duke of Dog Tittle.
Be gone from my sight.
This seems so bright, colorful, and peaceful. Don't want to go back to the old butcher. The old map.
Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry.
How?
Damn it. Killer must still be here. Killed with a single blow. In the cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar.
What is it? What the hell is
You.
that?
Saw you at the inn. Why'd you kill these people? Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
I cannot let you leave.
How long you gonna make me wait?
So that's what I must do again. But this time I know. Oh, I wish I'd made the potions before coming here and putting some oil on my sword. Why am I so unaware of this? Vampire?
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch bulging with coins.
Oh,
Elf Guardian Florins. Several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Pomerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
How much wood do I have? This armor is the Order of Flaming Rose armor. I think I got this from the Heart and Stone DLC? Yeah, I think it was. And welcome to the stream. I would steal things, but I need more weight right now. I don't think I really.
faster.
How jump? Oh. Yeah, you should be able to get this from the Heart and Stone DLC. Heart of Stone. Yeah, not Heart of Stone. I just ended up finishing it. I thought I would just continue on, but online. Wish I could have streamed that. Heart of Stone. Very good DLC though. Just in case I was manually save the game.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Store is done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerine, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
Our tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Yeah, virtue always wins.
But the Black Knight, he's a villain and he wins.
The cutter of Casteldaccia too.
Moral victory, that's what counts.
Rubbish.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
Rubbish.
So it could take that.
Her Enlightened Highness has
But
doubtless
now
arrived
you
at the
piece
tourney
of
grounds
filth.
to watch the battle in the arena.
Damn.
If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way.
What now, you piece of dirt? What now, you piece of
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite.
Damn.
As we'll soon see.
Damn.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man we met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this.
exactly? He did nothing.
Damn it. We have to help him.
You guys are useless.
Gotta keep it down.
Lightning, the beast heaved its foul gun. The Crusader knocked him down. In one mighty bound, he fights to the beast. Shit. Out! And thus the witch's life was stopped. All our hopes, alas, have turned to dust. The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods.
Whoa, whoa.
Drink up the ocean and set fire to the wood. For nothing in this struggle can come to any good. The witcher waited till the time was true, then 12 guns and sparks that the monster has through. Alas, Herman lies crushed. He has breathed his last breath. Now faithfully, witcher, fight bravely unto death.
Wait. Did he just die? Yeah, I'm gonna restart the save and
The
fight.
king of the wild hunt lay defeated.
Damn it.
As to Ciri with her exceptional gift, her story was hardly done.
To edit this video.
The sorceresses helped the Witcher
Contains some
determine that Ciri and
spoilers.
Avalach were somewhere on Unvik. Geralt and Yennefer set out to find them. Eredin's last words proved a lie. Avalach and Ciri had gone together, he as her mentor, to a portal that had opened within Tor Gavalka, Balkan's tower. Ciri entered the tower, prepared to use her powers to end a danger once and for all, to save all worlds from eradication in the grip of the White Frost.
Whoa. Not scream.
Gotta keep it down.
The beast Show me what you got. Its hands have bound. Out, free flame. Thus the witch's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, turned to dust. Drink up the ocean and set fire to the wood. For nothing in this struggle can come to any good.
Boom.
Fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. So the witches had triumphed against all odds. The witcher waited till the time was true. Then 12 danced and spun, struck the monster like a woe was all the monsters that the Lord shall have come from transforms into jelly.
No! No way. No bloody way. No, not that. Why did I not eat the swallow? That sounds wrong. Why did I not eat the swallow?
beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the Witcher shall triumph against the odds. The Witcher waiteth till the time was true. The 12 gods stand. The Witcher has how brief does the Witcher's life snuff. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust. Drink up the ocean and set fire to the wood, for nothing in this struggle can come to an end.
go do something. Until then, the game will load again. I'll be back in like 5 seconds.
The king of the Wild Hunt lay defeated. As to Ciri with her exceptional gift, her story was hardly done. The sorceresses helped the Witcher determine that Ciri and Avalach were somewhere on Unvik. Geralt and Yennefer set out to find them. Eredin's last words proved a lie. Avalach and Ciri had gone together, he as her mentor, to a portal that had opened within Tor Gavalka, Valka's tower. Ciri entered the tower, prepared to use her powers to end a danger once and for all, to save all worlds from eradication in the grip of the White Frost.
Gotta keep it down.
The beast heaved its foul girth. Let it roar.
Miss anything?
Yep. To the beast. Its hands bound. Bound to its flames. At last the reaches was stopped. All our hopes alive had turned to dust. The fate of the beast has been weighed on the gods. The witcher shall triumph against all odds. The winds awaited till the time was true. Its tongue struck the monster at noon. Ours was all, the beast is the victor. Then naught shall have tried on valor and wisdom. Our hero struck deep by the shell as the dawn. So the witches of hell is in heaven
Finish it. Thank you. I'll eat all this. Okay. Now, I'm gonna take this seriously.
Gotta keep it down.
Alas, tonight, the beast heaved its foul girth. To the beast, hands confound! Out its flame, and thus the witch's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust.
Get back.
The fate of the beast has been paid by the gods. Soon the witcher shall triumph against all odds. The winds of winds till the time was true. Then turned God to its funds.
There's actually a way to save him.
Monster that
Shit, I got the food all over the phone. Bunch of three. People will be.
breathed his last breath. She witcher,
Okay, that's I know what to do now. They're like, wow, what a rich and just called him and he's really dead. Yes! Attack on Titan new episode tomorrow morning.
Gotta keep it down.
The Witcher in one mighty pound to give fight to the beast. Out, out, brief flame. And thus the Witcher's life was snuffed. All our hopes and lives had turned to dust. And set fire to the woods. For nothing in the struggle can come to any good.
Yeah, I'm gonna retry those collect and save them. I'm sorry to any of you guys which, you know, are expecting me to quickly finish this and get on with the story. I need them alive. He is very important to me. Oh, sorry. We missed quite a lot.
Gotta keep it down.
I'm trying to get the boss fight done. When did you join? Oh, you know how? Wait. I don't know why. I want to save this idiot. I'm trying to save this idiot. He keeps getting himself killed. I think I actually might get done this time. I'll tell you what you'll miss right after this boss fight. Damn, I hate that spin attack! Stop spamming! Oh, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. I don't mind you. Do that roll bullshit thing. Finish you off. I like that. Get back, you idiot. I mean, I can face it. No! That's proving to be hard. No! Get back, you idiot! This guy's an idiot. This nigger is an idiot.
Avenge, ye Witcher! Fight bravely unto death!
Finish me. Oh, this idiot. Sorry. You missed a lot. I'm just letting this monster finish. Yeah, I'll kill him. That idiot deserved it. Baron. Cunt.
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
No, I can't. Necromancy. Through necromancy, yes, but that's
Master
not
Geralt,
that's
do
not
what you must. Finish the deed!
It suffered enough.
The monster lies slain! The fight is done! Praised be the victors!
That nigger deserves to die.
Forgive me. I am not as nimble as in my younger
Who's alive?
years.
You fought bravely.
You think I did this
Thanks for your help.
10 times for no reason? The nigger's alive!
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all.
What a nigger! You know, I want to kill him now, really.
Smile as befits a hero
Damn.
and keep silent. Speech clearly paints you. She approaches.
Geralt, we must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Queen of this land.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival.
I don't know what the hell it was, but it was creepy as hell.
Come, we must find him.
I'm sorry for killing you, Brock. That small thingy-majingy. I would have let you live if I had known that my companion was still alive. Whoops, sorry.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
Just concentrate on the story. Wait, what's wrong with that mic?
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace, Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body.
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
Why?
No,
she's the queen.
Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
Ooh. So I was called to this land. I've left the old map, and this is a new country, you could say.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it.
A beast, apparently.
A quiet place,
dangerous.
that's what I could use most right now.
Don't know what it is.
And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Why?
Damien,
it's the queen.
We settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's
I don't know, maybe the queen dies, I don't know.
Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Wait, what?
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise? It's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco.
Wait,
Isn't it the
wait,
Duchy's
did
temporary
it just
morgue?
gift me a
Is it
bloody
now?
vineyard?
The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left
Whoa.
unsupervised for one instant.
Hey,
Yet, in its mood,
I
the
ain't
morgue
killing
should
the
present
queen.
minimal
She just
problems
gave
to a
me
witcher.
bloody
What's
a
more,
house.
nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before,
Shadow, did you hear
I'll
that?
need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crispy was the first to die.
I'll show you.
He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his
think it's
sword,
now.
and took to winemaking.
But I got the
Crespi was
vineyard.
not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second
say,
murder.
The
Tell me
first
what you
DLC.
know.
In
Well,
the
this
city
one
there are
was
certain nooks.
legendary.
No one reasonable ventures there after dark.
It was very emotional.
Black's corpse was found in
Like
one
I was
such place.
pretty like.
With the first murder,
priestly now.
terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas.
This one I don't know, but it's pretty good actually.
Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Halmarin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
So we found a bag of coins from different time periods and different countries and everything inside stuff. That
Lots of
says
similarities between the victims.
His head was severed.
All
his
the
hand was
bodies were
severed.
found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake.
Just
How
calm
we
down.
truly came to
If you want
espouse
story,
them,
just calm
none
down.
remember.
Concentrate
In
on the thing.
Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
No!
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but
Whoa.
They were a team?
they were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust
So
of
they were all
our
a
father,
team.
the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a
And
coincidence.
all of them have been dead.
Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure.
And now Milton, one of our friends, was in the
Your
team.
Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner.
Shit's getting interesting.
And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Horses, ready our horses. Horses, ready our horses. No. Horse.
Your Grace!
How? Geralt. Right, Roach is better looking.
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward!
She's a badass queen, so you gotta say that. You gotta admit, badass queen.
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Be careful! Proceeds to throw it on her back. We have to get there before the murder of Milton, one of our friends. I need to save Milton. Any beast, known beast is slain my friend Milton. Shaky. It's so bloody cold. Is it cold where you are? Yo, Shadow.
Your grace seems right. Over the saddle.
Hey, you're going a little too slow for my tip.
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said!
Hey, slow down, eh? Not everyone has super horses. And plus, I gave you a head start.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
That's a thick queen.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights?
Okay, how about
now? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
What's the mic doing?
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Well, it's cold. It's warm. Maybe if I never ate that ice cream, it would have still been warm. Wait, what? Oh shit! Not either. Passageway. I don't know why. Sorry. I try keeping it in my mouth just in case it's a little. Noted. He transformed into a real. To find this. What's wrong with the music? How is it too dark? I've got the brightness, so like
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
3 cheers!
What the blazes, man? Is that the golden fish? Oh my god, which is the golden fish? This? Cat, toffee. Okay, I'll do something. Candy again? Seems like a fish.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
The key.
That guy's face. I brought you the gift.
Why, you bombot!
Just weird.
It's the game! Disgraceful.
Disgraceful. That shit was funny. I bring you the tribute. Oh no, this is a gift. Tell me the secret. Break just comes out, breaks and. I don't know how to change the time of day. I don't have the thing in me. I forgot the code. It'll take too long to change. Oh no, I can't change it today. The mission becomes at nighttime. That's the part of the mission. Nighttime. This one. Other missions it turns day and night, but this mission is specifically for nighttime. That's a unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work.
Fuck.
Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Wait, what?
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
What
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Just use Axie, mate. Hey. Oh, bloody hell.
Almost had it. Come on, stay calm. Shh.
Calm down. Yes, Axie, calm down.
Easy now.
I can interrupt my character.
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is! Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square.
We were unlucky, that's all. We must try to grab the next clue.
That's pretty nice right there.
Get done at last.
Unworthy.
Wait, this is actually
A complete collapse of social norms.
Oh, I wanted to ride the unicorn. Damn it. I could've, but I'd have to get on with it.
Best cure for the beast.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
What the fuck? Wait, what? I begin like grown, hallowed with ease, then end like a mouse with a head and hard cheek. The fuck? Yo, can you work this out? Blah, blah, blah. I begin like a groan, howled with ease.
Is it about someplace really cramped, uncomfortable?
Because it mentions groans and a mouse? No, false hints, I think. Meant to lead us astray. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse!
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks. And the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
What the butch?
What was that?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
Let you kill it. How long you gonna make it?
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself!
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Awfully good of him. But do I need to know this?
Yes. So you'll understand Dettlaff is no cold-blooded killer. I believe he's landed in some mess and he sees no way out.
What makes you say that?
Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. one they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct, his tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.